Hello and welcome to the Marky P vinyl collection. This is my vinyl storage cupboard, which has over the years changed its. It used to be my computer cupboard at first, and I'm a recording studio. Now I decided I've sold it. It'll be for my vinyl. I have racks all up the side here with records. I've got just over 1,000 LPs in total. There was a time a few years ago, back in 2004, where I sold every LP I had to pay off some debts, and now I'm in the process of buying it all back again, and I've got to admit there are some pieces that are very hard to come by now, which is a bit annoying, and when they do turn up they're very expensive. But I'll show you a few examples of albums I've got here, just to let you know the sort of stuff I tend to listen to. I do like a lot of 80s pop, and for example I've got albums by, say for example, Belinda Carlisle's Heaven's a Place on Earth. But I have got other sort of like quite strange, unusual tastes as well. I mean, we've got here the last album by The Flaming Lips, At War with the Mystics, or the last album I've got. They've put out a new album since, and this one's quite a nice one in coloured vinyl, as you can see. The Flaming Lips do tend to bring out all their albums on coloured vinyl, except for, so far, the Soft Bulletin, which is the only one I believe that's on black vinyl only. So, and other things, I do like a bit of the older 70s prog rock every now and then. For example, Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which is an excellent album, if a little bit over the top. And here's a nice little box set here. This is Pink Floyd's Echoes, the best of Pink Floyd, which is a 4 LP box set. Surprisingly, still quite easy to come by, as it is one I sold in my original collection, and I managed to pick a copy up for about 30 quid, which isn't really bad considering what you've got there. Some other albums, I'm going through a bit of a metal resurgence at the moment, and I've got these lovely Metallica box sets here. And Justice for All runs at 45 RPM and sounds absolutely amazing. And the other one I've got, which I won't get out, is Death Magnetic, their most recent album. Over the other side here though, as everything happens in here, this is my record cleaning machine. You can only just half see it from where you are, and I haven't got a man to adjust the camera. And this is the Moth record cleaning machine, the ready-built model. You can buy it as a kit as well for a little bit cheaper. And any grudgy, dirty old records, I clean on that using Disc Doctor fluid, and it does an amazing job. On this side, these two racks here, I keep my 78s. I'm a big collector of 78s. I've got a lot of 40s and 50s stuff, but my main collection is rock and roll, the rare stuff, and any later 60s ones from South Africa and India. I've got my 45s down here, and another shelf of 45s up the top, which I use for my jukebox. I've got a Wurlitzer jukebox, so I use that for my singles. And yeah, I think that's about it. Let's have a look, see have I got any more shining examples of vinyl I can show you. Well, actually, up the top here, I'll get this one out, or one of them. This is a few years ago, about 2005 I think it was. There was these Elvis Presley releases. We released one single a week, and these are 10-inch vinyl copies to replicate the 78s, but they do one at 45. At first, these were quite rare. They come up in very small quantities, but the demand for them was so big they repressed them, and now they turn up everywhere and virtually worthless. But they do look nice. Now, for something I've spent a ridiculous amount of money on, we have Beck's The Information box set, which cost me in the region of 200 quid, which we all know is absolutely taking the mick a bit, but it is a really nice set. It comes with a colouring book and pens, which obviously you will not use. The vinyl is very well pressed, although I've got to admit the sleeves it originally came with caused a lot of static and a lot of clicks and pops, and it wasn't until I changed them for polyliners that that completely cleared up. So if anyone has got this copy and that does happen, it's the inlays causing static. Don't send it back. Right, and by the way, that still fetches the same amount of money if I sold it second hand. And that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed my look around. If you respond to my video, I may show you a few more of my records. Thank you, and even my record player. Thank you, goodbye.